Everybody's here. Oh, I am live. Hello, can people hear me? Wow, look at all this. Right, Steve is here. Yeah, I'm very tired as well, my friend. I'm very tired indeed. Greg is here. How are you doing, Greg? Can you hear me? Could somebody pop a comment, say, yeah, we can hear you? That would be super duper. Please, anybody? We've got just a minute. First guest who's in the background. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? You can hear me, super duper. First guest is in the background. Yeah, you can hear me fine. Good, 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 good. I don't know where guest number. I've got more than one guest. It's exciting times. So how are we all? How is everybody? You can hear me. You can hear me. Not doing bad. Hey, hope. Sorry to hear that, Greg. I hope things are improving and on the mend for you. I know, obviously, it's kind of a bit up and down now. Steve, just making sure you're awake. Got 9 people viewing. Good. I don't know why I tapped on that. Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to. Brianna is here. This is Brianna FBairn88, the little young lad. He is the one that gifted me the Ternucus Lagardi that featured in the last video, which is cool. Hey, Canada representing. So people are saying hello to everybody. Say hello to each other. We'll crack on very, very quickly. It's not going to be a super duper late night, so you don't need to worry, Steve. I'm quite tired as well. I've been up since, what time did I get up this morning? 5 to 6. 5 to 6 I got up to head for work. Just opening a little can of refreshing juice. Just to keep myself hydrated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on our first guest. We'll have a wee blend. Oh, Mark, you great big handsome hunk of a dude. That's weird because I was actually going to message you earlier on. But we're here now. Yeah, I hope you're well. Hope you're well, my man. Need a proper catch up. I've not spoken to you in ages. I'll drop you a message after this catch up, see how you're doing. So I'm going to bring on our first guest. Some of you might know him, you might not. If you don't, then you're not missing much. Here is our first guest, Mr. Noncy Ponce. Add to stream. And here should be here.
How are you?
All right, my man.
How are we doing?
How's things up there in the celebrity world?
Yeah, it's all going a bit crazy, mate. But yeah, it's all good.
Is that because you've been pimping yourself out? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Well, I'll put my hair down just for you, mate.
I put mine up.
Yeah, I think mate.
Yours is longer than mine, but when was the last time you had yours trimmed?
I don't know, about 3 years ago, maybe.
Well then, mine was less than that. All right, so mine was less. I had a spell where I had long hair. It was like longer than it is now, and then I went through a bad patch and had my missus shave it all off, and people regretted it immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I will, big time.
We've got Lewis in the chat. Hey, Lewis, how you doing, my friend? Who else have we got? Canada.
Is that Rocky Mountain?
Sorry?
Is Rocky Mountain on here? I can't even see who's on.
Can you not see who's on? We've got Unseen. We've got Mitch is here. Lewis of everybody do the thumbs up. Can you not see the comments? Have you not got a comment section?
Hang on.
Or is it just me that gets? Oh, I think it's just me that gets it because I'm hosting. I am the host.
Oh, okay.
Which means you need to go off camera to see the comments, and it's a pain in the hooky. So,
yeah.
What I'll do is if there's any of relevance, I shall pop them up like this one. There we go.
You all right, buddy?
So Lewis is saying hello, and they're kind of chatting amongst themselves, saying hello, hello, how are you? And they're all saying, yeah, that Steve-O's a weirdo. But other than that, other than saying, what's that plonker on for? So your build is it come to completion? Is that you finished, or is there still more tweaks?
Almost, actually. I was going to come on here actually because is there any YouTubers down there?
There is.
Yeah, because as you know, we're doing the American Werewolf in London build at the minute. Adam might know this, but I want YouTubers to do me a quote from the movie to add to the video to make it all a little bit more fun. There's plenty out there, loads and loads. If you just Google American
Remember
Werewolf,
the Alamo.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's going to remember the Alamo.
But
You're just going to get.
I've got Jen and Rob doing barmaid talky bit in the bar with the other one. We can't let them go. That one.
You're not going to let them go on the bus.
Yeah, but if please get in touch if you want to get involved and you want to be put on the vid. I'm going to credit everybody, put all their YouTube and channel and everything on it as well. But I think it'll make it a little bit of a break up the build a bit and make it a bit more fun.
So Brianna is just saying that he just realised with the T-shirt that was the last enclosure he watched you work on.
Yeah, it's nearly complete. Nearly complete. It's got a few more bits to do, but
so we've got Canada over Denmark. Let's scroll on down. Tremor, I think this has been suggested to you before. A Tremors build would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking you could probably do that out of that excavator clay.
Yeah.
If you use that, because that's like if the Tremors movie was out in the sort of
yeah,
wasn't it?
Deserty.
Yeah.
Bit of sand, bit of rocks. You good to go.
Yeah.
Worm popping out.
Yeah. Be good for a scorpion.
A graboid.
Is that what they're called?
That's what they want to call them. So yeah. So you've been working on that. Obviously, you got your T-shirt representing. So what Steve is asking is if anybody in the chat, any YouTubers, or I don't know, maybe just any tubes, want to send Steve a clip of a quote from American Werewolf in London, the all-time absolute classic movie. Send a clip to Steve. He'll feature it in the video for the build. Yeah.
If you mess up and laugh or whatever when you're doing it, send that as well, because I'm going to do like a little bit of an outtakey bit on the end of the vid as well for a bit of a laugh.
Awesome. Yeah, you kind of be a good outtake. Steve was saying that that would be absolutely amazing for a sandboa. Would be pretty cool. Got America. Oh, sorry. There we go. I was trying to bring up that one. Heterometrius, Loaticus, very feisty little soldier. Loaticus is the only one that's ever nipped me twice. Never been stung, but I've been nipped twice by Loaticus. Very, very feisty, but very cool. I do like them. So again, it's just people saying hello. We have another. Oh, there we go.
It's hard to see it on this screen.
Put your glasses on, you old man.
Oh, I don't need glasses. It's just a.
He says squinting.
I've got a chest infection at the minute, and I'm on steroids and antibiotics. So I'm not.
On the roads.
So it's definitely not me. Beer goggles on.
Yeah. Hadley has arrived. Hello, guys.
You all right, buddy?
Just quickly reading some of the comments there. It was a big one. Brian's gone on a Sandboa or Desert Scorpion. I would say a 6-hand side spider. Adam has the sand spider. Would probably be more terrifying than a graboid. LOL. Lol. Yeah, I think he's getting on now. He's getting well on now. Have you watched the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I have, yeah. I thought it was all right. It right.
I bit of a. I don't want to ruin anything, but there's something that doesn't sit well with me in terms of plot that I'll message to you afterwards. I'm not sure what's going on here. I seem a bit uneven and I can't quite work out. I think I need a trim. It's annoying me. It's like bushier on one side. Bushy. Right, I have a second guest backstage. I did promise that we would have more than one person. You have no idea. You have no idea person. This is going to go well. You have no idea who this person is, but I'm pretty sure once we pop him up on the, I don't know if he'll come to the other side of me or that side of me, or it's kind of back to front. So he's over here somewhere. He's bopping away in the background there, like a DJ. He looks like he's about to spin the decks. Anyway, here he is. Without further ado. Hey, he's on the far end.
How you doing?
Very well, yourself, my friend.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
How you been keeping, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, Steve. Yeah, how are you? You all right?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, I read your article in the Mirror.
Days this year, I think. So hopefully we'll have a catch up at one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You going to the BTS? What?
Yeah, definitely going to BTS. Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
See, Adam, you got to live like down south, and then you'll be able to go to loads of shows.
I really don't need to live like down south. I'll just live out here in Scotland, you know.
Well, he did go to the Brighton show a few years ago, so
I did indeed.
Credits due.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was, yeah.
Very awesome.
Oh, isn't it? Brighton. Where is it?
Brighton, yeah, the Southern England show, yeah.
Yeah, that place down south.
Down south.
You know, the funny thing about that, my brother actually lives about 2 streets across from where they host the Brighton show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I ended up, I spent one night with his, and then me and Dave, we booked into David and his partner, we booked into an Airbnb type of thing. And it was awesome. I don't know if he's going to join the chat or what at any point. But the bedrooms had this great big double sliding door betwixt their room and my room. I had like a sofa bed type of thing. So we ended up opening the doors and having a fruit fight whilst lying in our respective beds. It was very entertaining. Lots of grapes were thrown that night, and it was brilliant fun. I can't say I've ever lay in a bed and had a fruit fight with my good friend before. It was absolutely awesome, very entertaining, highly recommendable as well.
Yeah, I bet.
So Ian, you've joined us. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
How are things with you?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, mate. Yeah.
How's life in the shed?
It's getting there. It's still not finished completely, but it's manageable. I'm still.
So is the idea just to pop a couple of windows in the shed and then just fill the ground of the shed with substrate, throw in a few branches, and release the horde of Balfouri? Is that
it? That did come across. The
shediest Balfouri commune known to man.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome, but maybe one day.
Just a wee hammock to live on in the middle.
Yeah.
I am Balfouri king.
Now.
Sorry?
How many you got in your enclosure?
I don't have that many, actually, to be fair. I've got, it was originally 30 in this one. You can't quite see it in the video, but the one next to me, I've got, so there was originally about 30. I've taken about 3 or 4 mature males out so far.
Yeah.
And then I've got another one which I bred babies back in 2020. There was about 16 left in that one. And I've got like some breeding females solos as well, and I grabbed this guy out of the communal the other night actually, so he's a mature male there.
Do they breed it in a commune at all then?
They can do. It has been done. It's something I want to do. I haven't done yet, but hopefully sort of like maybe this year, some of the females that are in one will be. There he is. Hello, Dave.
There he is.
Hopefully they'll be breeding size. And that's the plan anyway. So yeah, we shall.
So Mr. House of Butt, I was just prior to you joining us there, I was just telling on about our lovely Airbnb fruit fight whilst lying in bed, throwing grapes at each other. joyous. Alcohol and fruit.
Yeah. Dave, there's no full
No.
Monty here tonight. I can guarantee you that.
No, there will be no full. Yeah. So obviously, I did the Southern show. We did, I think it was the Northern show, and we've been to the Scottish show. Not done BTS yet. It was on the cards a few years ago, but something else came up. And then hopefully there will be a Scottish show. Raw Passion, yes. I don't think they went up the bottom, but you know, maybe there was something I forgot about that night. I fired them like a cannon right back at him.
What happens in Brighton stays in Brighton, mate.
What happens in Brighton stays in Brighton. Have you ever seen a bum grape cannon go off? I tell you, mate, you've not lived until you've fired a rectum full of fruits, you mate, in the opposing bed while his missus is trying to sleep as two inebriated idiots engage in warfare. So yeah.
Anyhow,
I've brought you here on the hope that the two of you will now have a fruit fight. No, I'm joking. So Steve, yeah, obviously you were in the paper quite recently. Ian, you've got you're very well known for your Balfouri, your breeding, everything else. Steve, your GBBs. Which are best, GBB or Balfouri? Come on, let's.
Blues, definitely.
Come on, let's.
I can't. I don't even own any Balfouris anymore. I had 7 in the tank. I ended up with 1, and that was it. I built an enclosure for them, and I was all hyped, and then got them all out and found 1. And I was like, you know what? Sold it. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
It's just
So what's next for you both? Are both of you introducing something new? Have you got? If you say another GBB, I'm going to find a way of electroing down.
And I think that's enough.
Well, funny you should say. I don't actually have a GBB at the moment. What? So I had one, but he matured into obviously a mature male.
Yeah.
So I sent him off for breeding. So I sold him to Emil at Spider Planet.
Oh right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I just haven't got around to replacing him yet. If I want to get one, I want to get a female. So I want to get a confirmed one, and then few and far between. So I don't really want to get another small unsexed one. And
find you get a lot of green bolt blaze.
Sorry.
You do tend to find you get a lot of males.
Yeah.
I think Zeus Center possibly had sexed females, but don't quote me on that. My Balfouri commune is that's not them. I don't want to set him free. It's just up there, and that little you can't see it. I'm not going to get it down because I'll probably knock something over. And there's something else up there that I've not actually put anywhere at all. Somebody's messaging me, but I don't know. I'll get rid of that just now. I'll reply to that later on. So yeah, I'm going to go back to the comments. I was going to say that's a heads up for me, but I suppose it's there for everybody to see, so I may as well share the good news. So if any of you should all know who Mr. David is in collaboration with.
Yeah.
Bonus points if you could tell me.
Who, one of us?
No. Who does Dave help out all the time?
Hey,
big tall Andy. So Mr. So Many Legs.
It's his birthday today, was it? Yesterday?
Andy's awesome, man. I've met him at a few shows. He's an absolute top bloke.
He's such a lovely fella.
Was it his birthday today?
Today.
Bricks of Palma Lagunas recently as well. He's just paired him.
Today. Andy Orm's birthday, yeah.
Happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday, Andy. I'll need to unplug that because apparently my phone's overheating. How the Ant's doing, Phil? To be honest, I don't think they're doing great. They went into sort of self-sustained hibernation, and I've not actually seen them come out since. I'll leave it a wee while longer, and if I see no signs of life, then I'll go and start moving bits about to see if I can see anything. But I don't think they made it through the winter. Is
that the Alcatraz thing that you did?
No, that failed. That failed miserably. Alcatraz. No, I did. I joined 2 of the cylindrical towers together with a piece of pipe in, and got this amazing species of ant, and they were doing absolutely brilliant. But I don't know if they just haven't made it through the winter. They have got a heat mat near their enclosure. Yeah. One part is closer. people say ants are easy. Ants are not easy. They're not bloody easy.
No, it's something I've never given a go. Maybe one day, but
I'd love to just have a successful, huge colony. It'd be absolutely. Italicus are doing absolutely great. Where is it? This one. Yeah, this is Mama, and I think I worked out that where's Mama? Oh, she's running about down there. I don't know where the bloody camera is. Mama's to try to do this shenanigans. So where's my camera? Right, so Mama's just there at my finger. So I think we worked out that I've had her probably about 8 years now. It's absolutely mental that she's still on the go. She's had couple of clutches of babies. I think there's 2 or 3 clutches I've had out of her. The male passed away, I think, last year, but maybe even 2 years ago. But she's still going amazingly strong. Absolutely amazing. So I've only got two. No, I think I've got 2 of the Euscorpius, one from each generation, and then a heap of other scorpions, which is really awesome.
Yeah, I don't scorpions anymore.
No,
you don't have any.
No.
I had an Asian forest a few years ago. I bought it. I think it was at the show I met you at the Brighton show. Just a spinnifer, and I took it home, set it all up and everything, and it just wouldn't eat. So I went on to one of the groups. I said, not particularly a worry because it was a good size. But it just carried on not eating at all, and it just eventually I just found it dead. And like I had everything kind of set up perfect for it, but I don't know whether because I don't know if they're wild caught. A lot of them, so I don't know if it just didn't adapt or what.
I had the PTC one, and I got that from the BTS a few years.
The Peter C, Ptersi, whatever you want. That's now the Solenus. That's the. That's probably not great. Got out in the house. Dave was saying that it was at least 5 years ago I sent him Euscorpius italicus babies. So as I say, I've had mine quite a considerable length of time. There we go. Right. So obviously people are probably wondering, why I've brought you 2 ragamuffins up on here, and you're probably wondering the very same. I would imagine you're probably thinking, why us 2? Why are we here? Well, I have a surprise for you, gentlemen.
All right.
And at this point, I wanted somebody else to come in and announce the surprise, but nobody wanted to be part of this shenanigans. So a few of us at the, the community. Steve, I think if you recall, some time ago, you sent me a package.
All right, yeah.
And in that package, I had to play Guess the Bloody Sling.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember this, yes.
Well, good, gentlemen. Good indeed. Because tomorrow, you gentlemen shall be receiving boxes.
What?
In said boxes will be numbers. You 2 gentlemen have to correctly identify as many of your given boxes as possible. But not only that, wait, this isn't just a rip-off of your game, mate. We've taken it one step further. You have to watch each other's video and try to identify the other person's slings as well.
What?
Oh.
Whoever has the least amount of correctness will have to do a forfeit.
Okay, what's the forfeit?
That will be deterred by probably the people in this chat who I'm now going to turn to ask for suggestions.
Yeah,
and no, Steve is not going to cut his hair off. Let's just not even bother going with a haircut. So, failing that, the people that have all chipped in on this little shindig, we will come up with something. Thus far, we have having to do a video in a dress. He looks well happy at this.
Yeah.
or having to do a video in the style of another person. They're not too bad at the moment. But on top of that, what we want to do, and this isn't for you guys, you don't have to worry any further. And both your respective partners know that you're receiving packages tomorrow, just to let you know. I message people. Just to make sure you weren't busy tonight, you see. For the audience of yourselves, what I would like them to do is a competition amongst themselves, and I want the audience to, I will probably put up a video with your suggestions. I've not quite worked out the kinks of this little ironing situation, but I want the audience watching the videos to also try and identify all of the slings, and whoever gets the most correct will win a prize.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
So it's a game for you guys, it's a game against each other, and it's a game for the audiences.
I'll add something to the prize as well.
Oh, there we go. So
Yeah,
do you want me to take
something as well?
Oh, there we go. Absolutely amazing. We'll have like merch, stickers, and all that kind of stuff. So do you want me to tell you how many you have to identify each, or would you just like to wait? Or
I don't know. What do you reckon, mate?
I think it would just be better waiting and seeing what we get. I think.
Yeah.
Well,
kind of like
as I say, and I have to pay a huge, and I would like as much sort of recognition of them in your videos, please, to of course the Spider Shop, who have supported me with this and been absolutely wonderful in setting all this up for me and getting the boxes out way quicker. This was probably going to be happening in a week or two, but you know what they're like. These guys are on it like that. Got quite excited by the idea.
Yeah, the website's been down as well all this week.
Yeah, the website's down. I think it was due to be back up to date, but I think there's a few finishing tweaks.
Yeah, that's my check earlier. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think they posted on Facebook earlier today that it's on its way, kind of thing. Yeah. So what do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'm getting excited now. Yeah.
Right, it's a big giggle.
Yeah, well, that's what I really enjoyed it when you did it for me. It's Did Adam Beat the Box or whatever we called it, and then I used your audio, of course, for my Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Kilo Brachus Huahini video, which is still one of my favourite songs yet. And it's up here. Yeah, it's in. Oh, where's the camera? Kilo's in here. And I've also got the larger one down in the EXO. All three are still doing really well. Oh, I've got a dog right at my feet. Hold on. That's it. Oh, can you see it? It's just ran away. But the brachy you sent me has just darted down its burrow.
Cool.
And the other one. If I recall correctly, it's this one here. It's just bloody has my camera. It's just tunneled. It's created a web. I can't even remember what this one was. I think it was a violet tree.
Right.
Tapicarensis or what? I can't actually remember what you sent me now, but the three of them are doing well. So yeah, I wanted to bring that game to you guys because I had so much fun with it. Steve, obviously, it was your idea, and Ian, because you're just an absolutely awesome dude, and I want to have a bit of fun and repay you for your kindness towards me. And I mean, I'm not promising these are going to be the world's rarest of creatures that you're getting, but it should hopefully be a good mix and hopefully challenge your knowledge. And yeah, I just thought it'd be awesome fun.
I don't find bigger spiders, but when it comes to slings, that's like when I struggle.
Yeah, mate.
When Adam, like the ones you get, they can be anything really. It has a lot of it is like guesswork.
Well, I know what they are.
Just a Brachypera hamori, and like no one got it right.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah.
Annoyingly, you know what? I think I had my initial thought process. I think I had two of them not right, but very, very close. I thought no. I thought he'd be more obscure than that. He'd be more abstract. So I changed the amount of times I'd written 1, 2, 3, and I didn't, what I thought they were next to them. I had a whole bloody list of what I thought they could potentially be. But yeah, you guys will receive a box tomorrow. Ian, I believe somebody's going to be in for yours. Steve, I believe you've got a super sound postie who will leave it in a safe place.
Yeah, takes them home and then brings them back after work.
All right, even if you want to pop a wee note on your door or whatever, if you trust them, that's fine. But I did speak with your respective other halves and make sure that everything was going to be cool. So yeah, as I say, rules pretty simple. Identify your slings and pop a wee video up. You will need to try and film them as clearly as you possibly can, because the other one will have to watch the video and also have to try and guess.
When we do the video, so we're not going to guess in the video, because then like Steve will know what I'm guessing it is as well.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. He might think you're completely wrong and just a nutcase.
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted us just to show them.
That's entirely up to yourself. It's not for me to tell you how you do your shit, mate. I'm not going to stand there and wipe your bahookie.
Sorry. I just wanted to make sure beforehand.
That's okay. So, no, very valid question. Very valid question indeed. I like it. I like that thinking, because I hadn't thought of that. So.
So maybe do the video without guessing what they are. Maybe send you the guesses.
Send me your guesses by all means, absolutely. Yeah. And then obviously watch each other's videos. Again, send me what you think they are. And then I will announce which of you two gentlemen is the winner or the loser.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, for it, mate.
And as I say, let's see, has anybody made suggestions in the comments of what your punishment forfeit could be? Let's have a there's a good one. Look at old man there without his glasses on. Do you want me to read it out for you?
Yeah, no, man, it's fine.
Forfeit should be eating one of the world's hottest chilies. That was Philip McCullough.
I can eat hot stuff though. It's all right. That's all right.
Well, you say that, but you may be just trying to call our bluff. You see, well, that's good. That's good.
I used to be able to eat hot stuff.
I raw garlic once. Over that. That is rank.
What?
And
tell you what, away and get yourself a teaspoon. Yeah. Get a scoop of coffee and try and eat a spoonful of coffee. That is utter rank. Or I'm pretty sure Gar, Dave, and Sam will agree that the chocolate-covered sago worms are pretty repulsive. Well, I think Dave quite enjoyed his. I think he would have gone back for seconds. Steve there hitting up with
Who's has to wear a dress for BTS? I'm trading. I can't be wearing a dress trading.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. See, there we go. Look at that womble. So these were, I don't know if you saw the video, it was the Unwatchables. I sent Dave, Sam, and Gar a little gift each, and then edited it all together very hilariously of us all eating. And I did it myself. I participated. I got these chocolate-covered sago worms from Thailand that took months to arrive, and then I shipped them out to these guys. It was like honeycombed cardboard with dust on the inside, coated in chocolate.
Nice.
But Dave being Dave,
I do remember this actually. Yeah, this was quite a few years ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Carolina. Yeah. He tolerated to the point he'd eat it again. One there for me, misses. Maxi dresses are at least nice and baggy. So, obviously you've agreed to the game now. There's no backing out. Well, the boxes are on their way, so there's no backing out anyway. As I say, things were a little bit more rushed than I'd anticipated on this one. What I wanted, obviously, to fit in with the whole horror theme, was I wanted somebody to come up as a fourth guest, done up as either the pig or the puppet from Saw, and be like, "Hey, you guys, Hello, gentlemen. We're going to play a game. But
Sounded like Arnold.
would you guys
Get
like
to
to
the
play a
chopper.
game? Get to the chopper. Identify the slings.
Brilliant.
I tell you, freedom. So yeah, chilies in the eye. I think somebody suggested the egg sugar shot thing.
Yeah, that was rank. I don't know. That was horrible.
I didn't do that actually. No.
I didn't mind
get
that.
nominated.
Do you really want to be saying that right now, Ian?
It's all gone in the past now, isn't it? So,
Well, is it though?
well,
He's just said it's rank, and you said you've never done it. So really, do you really?
yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'll do
Think
it,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll do it for fun.
Yeah.
Even if you win, you can do it. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, obviously, please let me know tomorrow once you have got your boxes. I'm quite excited for this one. And obviously, I chose you gentlemen especially for it. You can thank me or hate me. That's entirely up to you. Dave is asking a question for you there, Ian.
Are you at the BTS night before? Yes. Got a hotel booked.
Don't go in the room next to Dave.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the night before as well, actually.
We've had it
Nobody
booked
asked
since
you.
like 2020. So.
So who else in the chat is going to BTS? Is everybody egg and sugar shots all around? I shall not.
So I'm going to actually the BTS. So I can't make.
When is the BTS?
May.
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 Something like 22nd, I think it is.
Okay. Yeah, something like that.
Greg is saying he should be at the hotel. I'm assuming he's with Andy. Oh, having Andy in a hotel together, May 22nd.
Oi, oi.
Sidex, he hopes he's going to be at the BTS. Non-committal. It's good to see you, Sidex. Have you kept up with it? I don't know when you joined. Get rid of that. Do let us know when you joined if you need a recap of what shenanigans have been occurring here on the channel. Wrong one. He's definitely coming to Scotland. Yes. I've lost one. Where am I? Oh, there we go.
Is it the cola one? Yeah, I saw that.
That could be entertaining.
Yeah, could be dangerous.
Have you ever done? Oh, I ain't even gonna say it. You know, Bailey's. Yeah. Put lime cordial in your mouth. Yeah. And then do the same with Bailey's straight afterwards. It congeals and blows your mouth.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
Yeah. For my
almond trick to do.
My brother's dropped a shot of Bailey's into my pint glass and then made me down it, and it was absolutely repulsive. It was very disgusting. So yeah, I wasn't sure who's joined in, who's been here since the start. I want obviously everybody to know what the game is, participate in the game when the ball is rolling, because I think it could be loads of fun. Steve's boking already.
Researching what's on the Spider Shop's website. Yeah.
Who said
is that the reason why their website's down? Is it?
Yeah, that's the reason. I got them to specifically take the website down just so I could do this. So when you get a box of gimps, all right. I'm just saying they might be having a clear out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the whole entire purpose of this live chat. There wasn't really anything more to it. other than getting you guys up, have a wee blether and sort of announce the game to you. I figured you would both be absolutely up for it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I figured you would have fun with it. So yeah, anything else you'd like to discuss, talk about? Or obviously Steve was in the papers.
He
we've
was,
all
yeah.
we've all cut out and stuck it to our dartboards. It's a good job I'm a crap throw, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Wondering
It's
what
that way.
like your own
Somebody, a Mr. House of Tug-Offs is being mildly racist. Talked funny. I can talk eloquently. You big hairy galoot. Has anyone else been watching Vikings Valhalla? Just because Dave's there, it made me think of big hairy Vikings. I'm the wizard, he is the Viking. We are mythological medieval characters. Let's get rid of that penis. So yeah, that is. I'm pretty much out of material, guys. think of something.
Dave's not got a beard anymore. What?
David looked like a hairy old man's ball bag without a beard. He just looked like a scrotum sack.
Shorter than mine.
BTS actually made Dave for the first. Be awesome.
So obviously
Yeah,
BTS next, and then I talk piss you, Wally. BTX, and then I can't even think what's after that. Which is it?
You got the Northern Invert show this
Northern.
month.
I think Northern's after. Yeah.
That's this 20th of March.
20th, of March.
Yeah, Barnsley. Yeah.
You can't just repeat what he said and make it sound like you know what you're talking about.
Well, you got Bedford and Kettering. And
I don't know when they are. Yeah. Is there one in April? I'm guessing there's going to be one in April. Or I think there's one every month now, isn't there? Show.
Pretty much. When will this stop? I think somebody's being tortured by us. And please shut up. I have no other channel on my phone. We probably, in fairness, won't go on for much longer. As I say, I've kind of blown my load and told them what's happening. So,
good what you're at.
Sorry, you were breaking up there, mate.
We didn't hear what you said, Steve.
No.
No. Yeah.
What did you?
Your hands were down there.
Okay, is what it is, mate. All right. So any upcoming projects we should be keeping our peepers peeled for?
I've got a build on the go at the moment. My first kind of like full build using like expanding foam and everything like that. So that's quite exciting. It's not for spiders actually, so it's something new.
Is it to go climbing on, like rock climbing? You're building your own climbing wall out of expanded foam.
Right next. So if I bring you around this way, so it's there. It is there.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's partly in the works.
That'll be some kind of gecko or something, is it?
Yeah. Crested geckos. Yeah. So looking forward to getting that finished.
What do I win for getting it right?
A thumbs up.
Hey.
2 thumbs up. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. So that's one thing in the works at the moment. Just got some breeding projects on the go. More breeding projects really. It's got quite a lot going on. I've got P. regalis on an egg sac at the moment, which is
nice.
Good.
Nice.
Got a couple of Avics paired up. Quite a few more Balfouri paired up. Anything else? P. metallicas. I've got 1 female paired up. I've got another 2 pair.
Nice.
That's it for the time being, I think. Yeah. So just finished trying to get the shed finished. I got some more furniture to buy for my left hand side here, and then I can arrange. I've got a couple of vivs to put in here and everything. So once all that's going, then it'll look a bit tidier in here. Yeah, so it seems to be non-stop, but the problem is funds this time of year are always a bit. Got my nipper's birthday this month. I've got my MOT. I've got my missus' birthday as well. So it's like on hold this month until next month.
Yeah.
I've got to buy a house
Yeah.
or get evicted. So
Have you sorted that?
yeah, it's on its way. Hopefully, it should all be good. Should all be good.
Good. Okay.
I've got loads of projects away as well. I'm doing stuff for a new enclosure company called Bug Bunks. I don't know if you might see my post, whatever. So I'm working quite closely with those guys that built the website. I think it's 7th of March. Then I'm doing stuff with Spider Shop for their YouTube and their website, and I run their Spider Shop Instagram as well, plus my own stuff. Yeah, it's all like
busy. Yeah.
transfer room stuff as well. I think. So trying to get my own stuff.
I don't know if it's anyone else, but you keep breaking up, Steve, when you're talking.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, same for me as well. Yeah. It's a bit sort of like crackly in and out, and
we're only getting like every sort of second or third word you're saying, so we're kind of filling in the gaps ourselves, and it makes it like
trying to lip read.
I'll just get a bit of paper and write it.
Yeah, please, because we can't understand the bloody word you're saying anyway. Oh, I bet you just love being on with me, don't you?
Yeah, I do actually. I do. You want to sound?
We got Soundist, that'll do.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you watch it back, you understand what we mean.
So he puts himself on mute or off mute. Well, he's trying to look all technical now.
No, I don't know what it is. I just I was on a live stream the other night and it kept doing it. Maybe it's
What are you using? Like microphone, or are you using a phone? Or
yeah, it's just the phone's microphone.
Yeah.
But it's a decent phone. So
I used to have problems with StreamYard with my phone. I had to plug in.
It could be StreamYard. It could, that's why I put the in so that you what's
the headphone things. Yeah.
does not compute. Dylan, you asshole.
Yeah, I think next time if it's really, really bad, just use the microphone.
So there's Rennie's been watching your videos lately for enclosure inspirations. She loves the horror.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
So just whilst we're talking horror, because obviously I absolutely love a horror film. Let's just forget about that whole nonsense. Here's a couple of recommendations from me to you that you may or may not have watched. The Farm.
I think I've watched that. Yeah.
About The Farm.
The Farm.
The Farm. Yeah.
The Farm.
you would know if you've seen it. The Farm.
I'm not a massive lover of horrors. I mean, I've seen a few, but yeah, it's not really my main kind of genre.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Yeah. And Hell House LLC is another one I would highly recommend. Absolutely fantastic. The House that October Built, also fantastic. Yeah. Not particularly great, but the concept and the ending is like, it's quite fearful. My wife is saying possibly it's your Wi-Fi because you probably got rubbish Wi-Fi.
No, I've got.
Clearly, yeah. Uh-huh. The Farm is rank, isn't it? Just oh, you had to. I watched it all the way through. It's really messed up. There was one. Oh, they must have used it. It was about a girl that got bitten by a water bug, and then she is basically kind of based on The Fly. It's like she starts mutating and lays like eggs all around her apartment. I think it's just called Bitten or Bite or something. And to simulate these eggs, they must use like Orbeez, the little round things that swell up in water. And as the movie goes on, her apartment gets more and more filled with eggs of this like mutant monster thing. I'm just thinking, how much must they have spent on Orbeez? The entire film budget was just spent on Orbeez. So yeah, there's a few this year. X 78 looks awesome.
Never heard of that one. Huh?
It's very fake. Rubbish. Rubbish.
Rubbish.
I'm not sure which movie we are referencing, but I'm trying to think what else has been quite good. But that aside, what new additions? Let's go back to inverts, because I could go off on a wee tangent about movies. I'm guessing my child is still awake and watching this because he says you're lagging again, and he's 6. Oh, brilliant. He should be asleep, but hey ho. He's 6.
Like
he'll do
100 ping or something.
he'll do what he wants to do. I'm 6. So have you guys got anything new? I was just
I haven't bought.
No, I've not got anything yet. To be honest, I was waiting to have a peruse and check out the stuff down days with save a bit of cash back. I think
what Steve's trying to say is he's waiting for the shows. He's saving up his money to go to the shows to see what he can pick up.
Golden Ben.
Golden Bennett. Oh, look at me. Oh, Mr. Humphreys. And you've not bought anything?
No, not really. I haven't bought anything for a little while. I bought, I think the last thing I bought was a Mature Male, and that's pretty much all I've had, really. It's I've been a bit quiet in regards to buying. I've sold a few off the last couple of shows.
I think do you not have a few bits and bobs up for offer anyway, Ian? Because I think you messaged me a list, did you not?
Yeah,
have you still got stock available?
I've got a few little bits and pieces, not
so
much at the moment.
If you're in the market for a wee splurge of the old cash, maybe drop Ian a wee message and see what he's got.
Good plug.
Cheers, mate.
Commission.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been trimming down a little bit, really. I've been trying to focus on kind of what I want to kind of do going forward, because I'm quite limited on space in here. So I was just trimmed down on sort of like a few kind of like doubles that I had. And
do you guys find that the longer you're in the hobby, the more you think about focusing on certain things?
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
You get a lot of people just come into the hobby and they'll just buy anything and anything. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll have that, and that. And now, I had a break away from it, and when I came back in, I only because I had hundreds and hundreds before. When I came back into it, I thought, right, I'm only going to have the ones I really, really like. The ones you see, the ones that all the pet holes and stuff. All right, they can be really beautiful spiders, but they don't. I don't like looking at a tub of dirt.
It does get a bit.
What you mean. Yeah.
Well, that's obviously the Lugardi. I mentioned in the video, like I literally tried everything. I water dripped the web. I tickled the web. I tried feeding it. I not flooded, but you know what I mean. I poured water down the tunnels. Tried absolutely everything and sort of poked through the substrate, where I thought the burrows led, to see if there was any sign of movement. Looked for just like monitored the exit points to look for the signs of fresh dirt or new tunnels getting created. Spent probably a good couple of months trying to find signs of life, flashlights down the tunnels, absolutely everything. Nothing I did indicated that that spider was still alive. But in case it was molting, I didn't want to go disturbing it. But
Yeah.
it reached a point where I thought if it was molting, it would have been done by now. It would have thrown out, you know, the old exoskeleton. There would be signs of life in this tank, and there had been absolutely nothing at all for quite some time. So in the end, I thought, you know, I'm just going to put myself out of my misery, go in, have a wee look, and I was absolutely over the bloody moon when I lifted that log and it was still alive. Really not what I thought the outcome was going to be. So
It's
very,
amazing,
very
isn't it?
happy.
You know, you're like you're 99% certain that it's dead. You know, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I've had it a few times with different ones, and it's like, don't see it for ages, isn't it? You know, you don't really want, like you say, you don't really want to disturb it, and when you actually finally see it out, or
Yeah.
well, it's just such a relief, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I think one thing you two guys have in common is you favour the webby species, the more heavier webbers of.
I like it because I mean, especially when you set up a brand new enclosure, that next few months of watching that web like create all everywhere. I find that so much interesting than just a spider just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah,
You know?
I find myself. Whatever he said there was very valid indeed. Ian.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, I love the Balfour and everything, but my thing has been lately has more been like all the pokies there. They've been something that I've wanted to get all of the whole genus, and unfortunately I suffered a couple of big losses in the last couple of months, and that kind of knocked me for six a bit. So yeah, a bit gutted. You know, I had a P. vittata female and Subfusca Highland as well. So both females. You know, one I had a mature male here for the Highland. She molted out, so I fed her up. She took the hopper perfectly. A week later, I went in after, you know, doing my routine checks on them and everything, and she was at the bottom of her burrow, and she looked in a bit of a weird position. So, well, this doesn't look right. So I got one of my I got like a little wooden skewer thing. So I just kind of poked her in there just to see, and she was missing 3 legs. And she was just acting really strange. You know, like I say, the week before she took down this hopper, was eating absolutely fine, and then the next, you know, like a week later, she was in this state. I didn't know what it was, and you know, that really kind of like set me back. You know.
Yeah, it takes you from a side because you think everything's fine, as you say, and then for absolutely no reason whatsoever, the next thing you know, it's, you know, struggling. It can be really infuriating because you blame yourself. You're like, what have I done wrong here?
Yeah.
I think that's
Adam and that almost exactly the same, mate. Exactly the same things. That was missing legs and as well. I couldn't understand it because I think it was the week before when I fed it, everything was fine, and then the next week it was just like, well, what's happened in that? You know.
Well, that's it, you know, I do my routine. You know, I'll do my feeding like generally on one day, and then I'll come in here every other night and I'll give them a good like spray down, fill up the water dishes and everything. So like when I've done that, I didn't check on her until the following week when it was coming to feed her again, and yeah, so in that time it was just something had happened, and you know, it's just inexplainable what had happened. And
well, it's like,
you know,
the GBB Steve sent to me, Stephanie, arrived absolutely fine, settling in, webbed up like crazy, had a molt, and then about 3-4 days after the molt, just went downhill rapidly. and before I knew it, found her dead. And it was like, I don't know whether they exert themselves. I mean, we know it's a very strenuous experience for them. But yeah, I was absolutely gutted with that. That really sort of knocked me, because she was absolutely, obviously, being a gift and knowing the value of these things. It does. It impacts you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just Dave mentioned about heavy webbing. So this is a Guyanensis sitting just. You can just about sort of make out the blob. And believe it or not, I actually ripped. I thought it was dead. It turned out it was a molt. I thought it was dead, and I'd ripped out all of the webbing out of this enclosure, which I might have to do again because there's mold spores down here. But I'd ripped all that webbing out, and within no time whatsoever. And it's absolutely incredibly thick, insanely beautiful webbing. I do like the macrothelium, Nishnethelium, those kind of things.
Something I've never managed to get into yet, but when the
get yourself a Megathelioides, you'll never look back. Absolutely amazing.
Just get a big Exoterra and just seeing the web.
I think it's, if you watched I think it's Nordicants or something the channel's called, and the guy has got a huge enclosure, and over time he's introduced more and more and more life forms into this enclosure. So he's got lizards, there's a pool area, he's got different species of ants in it, he's got scorpions, roaches, isopods. I think there was some snail species introduced. There's like just about, it's basically a what's the word I'm looking for? A bio university, not university, university. One of them. It's an environment in its own
microclimate kind of.
But it's absolutely amazing. And as I say, just over time, more and more gets added to it, just to see how it disturbs the balance that's within the enclosure and stuff. And absolutely phenomenal. It's something I would really love to do. I think it's called Nordic Ants, but it's been going on for about a year now, if not longer. And just as I say, it's beautiful because you've got all the different plant life and the pond area, and it's just the idea behind it's fantastic. I would love to give something like that a go.
Absolutely, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll have to definitely check that out.
So I was just catching up on some of the chat here because we've been Jeremy's joined us.
Hey Jeremy, how you doing?
Richard Parker, hello Richard. Jeremy, Greg, Dave, yeah. Oh, so we'll say goodbye. Thank you ever so much for joining us. It's been absolutely awesome. Thank you. Hopefully you've understood most of what we've been saying, apart from Steve. But thank you ever so much for joining. You're on the naughty step, Steve. But take care of yourself. Thank you ever so much for joining us, and I hope you look forward to the videos when they come out from these two guys. With our what's in the box.
I shall try and get it out probably.
No hurry, guys. Honestly, as I say, your boxes, with all intents and purposes, will be arriving tomorrow, as long as there's no reason for delays. They were shipped out today, guaranteed delivery tomorrow. And that was from the Spider Shop. So they will arrive with yourselves. And again, a huge thank you to the Spider Shop for helping me with all this. There's been a few messages sent over the last few days, which wasn't easy because I ran out of data on my phone.
Oh, no.
So at work, it was a bit difficult to reply to messages. But we got there in the end. It's all good. See you later. Take care. So if anybody has joined this live stream, because we've got a few more people watching now, so for anybody that's joined it and doesn't actually know what's going on, I was mentioning the boxes there. So what's happening is Steve and Ian, courtesy of a few people within the community, sorry, Dave's popped something up there. I'll deal with that in a minute. These guys are going to receive a box tomorrow. Inside that box is a unknown number of slings to them, not to me. I know how many is in each box. I digress. They will be receiving boxes tomorrow. They have to open said boxes, generally what you do with a box, and they have to correctly, or at least as correctly as possible, try and identify the slings that are within that box. They then have to watch each other's videos and try to correctly identify their slings as well. Whoever has the least amount of correct slings identified will face a forfeit that is as of yet to be decided, but they will do it nonetheless because they've agreed to it. Are you with us so far? It all sounded so simple in my mind, and then I try to, and then I speak, and it just sounds like, "Let the games begin." We were going to get old Cokie the Clown up there to help out, but he was busy whittling wood or something. We both agreed wholeheartedly that NoFX is an awesome band. Do you know who I'm on about? I don't know.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Gav, do you want to come and join me on screen? So yeah, these guys will be getting boxes tomorrow at your own discretion. Honestly, you don't have to hurry with these videos, but you will have to identify, as Ian suggested, he'll maybe just film them and send his guesses to me independently, or vocalizing them on the video. He might well pop up suggestions to throw Steve off. I don't know. You know, like, oh, this looks like it could potentially be a Eastern European waddling spider. It's not a real thing. Yeah, so you will have to identify it. But on top of that, you can take bets if you like. Yeah, by all means, bet away. On top of that, I would like anybody that watches their videos, and you guys can reiterate this in your videos, we want you to identify collectively all of the slings between both videos, and whoever gets the most accurate or most correct will win a prize, courtesy of, I think you guys have said you'll lob something in. It's a duck spider. Yeah, there'll be a prize. I think Pet Rock and Roll has said she'll chuck in a lanyard. I've got some stickers, some badges, postcards, pictures, stuff that I can chuck in. So we'll put together a awesome prize. And again, I might go back to the spider shop and see if we can, boost that with a little extra something. So it's worth it for you guys as well. Watch the videos. We'll do a video where people can put all their guesses. We'll take it from there. But yeah, awesome. Richard is going to be at the first Invert show in August, which should be awesome. I see absolutely no reason at all why I won't be there. So I should be, is what I'm saying. I think I would get told off if I wasn't, if I didn't go. I've already had a few people kind of say like, "Oh, you must be there." So yeah, I should most definitely be at the Scottish show, which would be awesome. Really looking forward to it because it's been such a long time. It was like we got our first ever Scottish show, and then that thing there that everybody's trying to forget about hit, and we spent 2 years hiding in our houses buying up bog roll and pasta, and now finally some sense of normality is. Well, I think it's been a lot more normal for you guys than it is my side of the, like we still wear face masks and stuff.
Yeah, all the restrictions kind of went out the window. You don't even have to isolate now if you've got it or anything.
Yeah, that's it. It's all done.
Yeah, I think somebody said to me it's the 22nd of this month that we kind of just. Enough is enough.
Yeah, I think obviously now the majority, the people that are getting who are going to have the vaccinations are vaccinated, so it's now it's time to just get on with it, and
Yeah.
I think it's the right decision.
Dave's been very polite. It's been nice not having to put up with you at the tables. That's,
been to any shows since it's open yet, Effie Dave? You been to any?
I don't know if you really answer.
I haven't, because I went to the one that first opened. That was the Western at Bristol. That was the first one to go ahead after COVID last year. And then I went to the Brighton one as well, but there was one in between. I think it was.
So Ian was asking, have you been at any of the shows? Dave. I was burping while saying Dave, so it sounded like Dave.
Yes, I've been to what, three shows since. Yes, I went to Western, Southern, and then I went to Seas in January.
Yeah.
No,
Then.
I was supposed to have gone to Taunton last Sunday, or Sunday just gone, but something come up last minute, and I just couldn't make it. So
yeah, bugger that.
Yeah, I didn't kind of really commit myself to go in. There wasn't anything I was really interested in buying anyway. So it's like, I wasn't. It was a shame to miss it, because I know Sam was going. So it'd have been nice,
but nobody wants to see him. No, sorry, Sam. We love you dearly.
Obviously, it would have been nice to catch up with him.
Absolutely. I need a good catch up.
BTS, so
I need a big bro hug. Obviously, like we up here have always had to travel down for shows. We've got our own show now. Will either you guys contemplate coming to the Scottish show?
I think I would actually. I think I'd I'd definitely come up.
Yeah, I'd love to. I wouldn't be able to this year because I am away. I'm going on holiday, so I won't be.
I'm sorting out my sock drawer. So yeah, okay.
No, but definitely would like to. Yeah, I've never actually been to Scotland before, so it would be a good reason to get up there.
Yeah, awesome.
When's the Scottish one on?
It's in August.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it near then?
What?
It's very far from your house.
Is it far from my house? It depends whether you're walking, cycling, or driving.
Oh. Still a big place.
I just want a bloody answer. Driving, it's probably about maybe an hour to an hour and a half, given traffic.
Yeah.
So it's not far.
Yeah, no.
It's the 14th of August. Thank you, Richard. I'm not even going to pretend I knew that. So thank you, Richard. 14th of August. I would like to say that I would be willing to put you up, but depending on the state of my house, there's a hotel a stone throw away from my house.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would love to do it. So maybe sort something out for next year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, August is sort of, hey, I might be able to sort of.
Yeah. I've got my sister's getting married. She's we're 60 of us going to Kefalonia. So it's a lot of saving up for that to do. So
wait, yeah. I'm going to sound completely naive. And where's Kefalonia?
It's one of the Greek islands.
All right, okay. I was going to say it sounded
one of many. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, just if anybody is interested, and I genuinely and sincerely mean this, I mean, I do have a sort of room, but it's a bomb site. I'm not going to lie, it's chaos at the moment. But there is a hotel, just not. There's like literally I can see it out my window, and I'm more than happy to spend my days with anybody that cares to travel up this way. I'll take holidays, go out, have a laugh. Make ecospheres that go miserably wrong and fail.
For one, someone from down south just to get a train up there, wouldn't it? probably be easier than
Yeah, train will probably fly up. Won't
Yeah, you could fly up, but I don't have an airport. But yeah, you could fly up.
Yeah.
So they're a little village, mate.
I
Honestly,
thought you had a private like airstrip in
private
the garden.
airstrip out in the back garden. Yeah, sadly no. Although to be honest, there's probably a few places around here you could ditch a plane down. There's plenty of fields.
Exactly. Yeah.
just paint a bit top of your house and then I'll helicopter it.
There's a helicopter in here. Now that I'm in the newspapers, I can helicopter place. It's a good job I can't hear him right now, isn't it? I'll take me whirly gig down and you can land in the back garden. He's like, I'm jumping on a train. Steve, Chris Young is saying, hey guys.
It's the man in the mirror.
Dave's asking, is there one further away? He doesn't feel that safe. It's sleeping close to me anymore. I mean, the implications that are getting created here are rather damning to a man's personal image. Yeah, you can bugger off into town, is what you can do. You 7 miles down the road, you bell end. There we go. The only man Steve sees in the mirror is himself. What shampoo do you use, mate?
Yeah, it'd be in L'Oreal adverts next, wouldn't it, eh?
Because he's worth it.
Yeah.
I'll be in Just for Men, I think.
I'll be in those hair transplant ones. I'm going to be getting it tattooed back on soon. Gav is wanting to get in on the old fruit shenanigans. So this could be... I'm sure there's a joke somewhere about a Scottishman, an Englishman, and a Welshman. Don't know if grapes come into it, but they do now. I didn't drag you about any bloody place. Just because people are probably feeling quite left out now. We met up. I spent a night with my brother, and then we met up. We went and we dumped our stuff at the Airbnb, and then we went to explore. Well, it's Hove, isn't it? It's not really Brighton, is it? Anyway, and I might have made them walk quite a bit because I like walking. And it might have been further than I thought it was. All right. You got a grapefruit at the end of it. Go. So yeah, I do like walking. I think I might have crippled Stick and Mix when he was up visiting. Because we went out walking lots. I found parts of the village I didn't even know existed because we just kept walking everywhere. It was great. I lived here for years and I found new bits to explore. It was awesome. So yeah, right. What can we look for from you guys? What's next? Steve, obviously you're doing Werewolf in London just now. I think you actually put out a suggestion for people to offer.
Yes, a quote, or if you want to get involved, I need a clip, a quote from the film. I mean, if you Google it, there's a ton of different quotes on there. Send me the video. It's going to be, we'll put it into the build video, so we'll make it a bit more fun for people to watch rather than just me building stuff.
They're never going to be as good as my Star Wars reenactments, mate.
Yeah, that was cool. Because I mean, this is why I want to do it again, because I've done it for the Star Wars one, and that was really, really cool.
I mean, I reckon if you took my Han and Chewie scene and put that next to the original, I don't think anybody could tell the difference.
But yeah, it's a bit of fun as well. And if you mess up and you have to do an outtake, send me the outtakes as well. We'll bung them on the end of the video for everybody to have a bit of a giggle at as well.
What film was it?
American Werewolf.
Shrek the musical.
Right, I'll get that over.
Yeah. Yeah, if you, I mean, a lot of it is done in like Yorkshire accents. If you could do it in your best Yorkshire accent, that would be awesome.
I shall give it a go. My ex-wife was Yorkshire, so.
I was going to say anything about mine. I'm just going to skip right past that whole conversation.
Yeah.
I was away to say something. It might be deemed inappropriate, so we'll skip right over it.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm much better off as I am now. And I hope the wife is still watching, but she's probably catching Zeds by now. But I'm very lucky. I don't know how to talk like that. Gav, Dan is still here. I'm going to quickly skip through some of the, just because, now bear in mind, I only have one good leg, old peg leg there. Now, in fairness, we didn't walk anywhere near the bloody seafront. We walked through Hove. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you were down on the seafront before you came to meet me, having chips. So, so back to Gav. He's going to retort with something witty now. Oh, you fucking Scottish prick. So yeah, I think did you not also put up you were asking people for suggestions for your next build, or did I completely was I on a trip when I thought?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this really cool thing here.
Oh yeah, your butt plug.
I'm going to do sort of an altar sort of weird enclosure for that. But the next one, I want suggestions. What you want to see.
Oh, my wife's still awake, so hold on. I absolutely love you, darling. You're the best wife I've ever had. So, she is genuine. So you're doing like a sort of gothic, satanic worshipping.
Yeah.
Nice. And will that be for a GBB, or are you gonna?
No. I'm thinking. I've got an a 45 high XA Terrier that I got off Rob from Spuds and stuff. That I was I'm planning to build it up for charity.
All right. Awesome work.
Tempted to use that with the statue and just build it all up and then auction it off.
Okay, I mean, you've done some wonderful stuff for charities, and absolutely amazing. And I think you did one as well, did you, Ian?
Yes, done one. Yeah, just December time, I think it was. Yeah, we raised quite a bit of money. About nearly £400 we raised for that one.
Nice.
Wee man, how you doing?
Who's not so wee anymore?
No, he's not, is he?
he's certainly not a wee man anymore, are you, dude? Hold on. I think. Hold on. Wait. Can you? Can you hear? Somebody say something.
Hello.
Can you hear it?
Hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. You're not here, Steve. He's a womble. Steve's the weirdo in the middle. Ian's cool, and he's weird. So, what do you want to say to them?
Pizza.
Pizza. Do you want to tell them anything? Oh, do you want to say anything? Wait. You got it. Stick that in your lug. You're maybe in bed, but anyway, do you want to say anything to Steve and Ian? Like maybe call them dingbats, or sausage wombles, or dingleberries.
Yeah, flaming galah.
Flaming galah. Or sing them. What's your favourite song?
Chicken wing.
Chicken wing, chicken wing. Right. You love you, buddy. Yeah, keep doing that. All right. They're saying good night, dude. He says good night. It's only about 2 hours after his bedtime, but he's set, so you know. So yeah. To have, obviously both of you have done absolutely tremendous charity work, and you know it's not to blow smoke up your ass, but anybody that does anything for charities is just absolutely amazing. And it's always
give back a little bit, innit? Really?
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did I did the parachute jump, and I've done the abseiling down a building dressed as Spider-Man for charities.
Yeah.
And there's a few other things that were meant to have happened that never did for various reasons. But
if Mitch is still there, mention Mitch because he done all.
Oh, of course, yeah, Mitch. I don't know if that big
absolutely,
Brillo padded chinned womble is still here, but Mitch
Yeah,
has
I
done
think he was
so
here.
many.
Yeah, he
He's done
actually donated to the giveaway that I was doing as well. So
yeah, Mitch is
Incredible.
such a lovely dude.
One of the raffles that I done as well. He's an absolute top, like.
Yeah,
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
We all love Mitch.
Yeah,
definitely.
Just don't ever tell him.
He's probably gone now, so he won't.
Yeah, he's probably gone now. We can call him all the wankers under the sun. So yeah, and obviously, if anyone's got any suggestions for Steve on what he should, a build he should do, obviously
I'd love to see, because I ever since I was like a teenager, I've been a massive like Resident Evil fan.
Yeah,
that's something that would be pretty cool to see.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there.
Well, you know, that was younger, yeah. Even when I was
it's all right. I suggested that one to him, and you know what he did? Ignored me. He did it. He did it. No, that was when you did the buried Viking, the burial, the shallow grave one, didn't you?
Yeah, I love Resident Evil. I used to play it on PS1.
Don't change the subject. He had that big long cylindrical one, and I thought it looked absolutely amazing as the sewer.
Yeah.
But you did a shallow grave, didn't you?
It still raised. I think we raised at the catering show. I think it was about 180 quid that one.
Yeah, it did really well.
Yeah,
did really well. And so, have you got? Obviously, you just mentioned you're away to plan another charity event. Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So
with your butt plug.
And that was the thing. I mean, when I done it last time, because we done like a load of raffles, it sort of snowballed, and I didn't actually realise how much work was involved in it.
Yeah.
Until it started going third, fourth, fifth week. Wow. But after it was all finished and done, it was so rewarding to, raise that sort of money.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. And it was really awesome. So this time round, the Gothic Butt Plug, have you got a charity in mind?
I think I'm probably still going to go with autism.
Cool.
Because on the feedback from everybody, obviously raffles or whatever, a lot of people were just entering it because they knew someone who had autism.
Oh yeah.
It really touched a lot of people, and I think that's why it probably done so well as well. Really, I think
absolutely.
Well, again, because I mean, it is more popular now than a lot of people realise. Plus, my little boy has autism as well, so because we're probably taking out the system for his needs and stuff, it's good for me to try and give back that system.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
It's good to see so much support. It's absolutely amazing. And as you say, it's something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's such a huge thing that everybody feels involved in it and feels that they not understand necessarily what it is or for what it must feel like to have autism, but certainly everybody has at some point in their life crossed paths with somebody with some level of autism or on the spectrum somewhere. So absolutely amazing. It's absolutely brilliant.
I done one for a few years ago. I done 20,000 steps in a day for arthritis. I didn't raise an eighth of that amount.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, arthritis, because I've got arthritis myself, and I thought that's why I do it. Trying, but yeah, it was really hard. Really funny for that. Fun. It was like, boom, everybody wanting to get involved. When I was selling tickets, they were selling out in 10 minutes. It was just like, boom.
Yeah, they were literally hitting the. Yeah, I remember it. They were literally hitting the for sale, and they were like gone like that. It was absolutely insane how quickly they went.
Yeah, I mean, that was it, because a lot of them went on sale like a Saturday morning, and I was like, oh well, you know, I plan a bit of time that I'm going to sit down and take everybody's messages and make sure everybody's paid and all that sort of stuff. And it was like 10 minutes of frantic messaging. Until you get their numbers.
I want this number. I want that number.
Yeah, I gave up with that. Oh yeah, I want 5, 15, and no, you get whatever I just picked up.
You'll have what you get. Like it.
Yeah.
It just got way too confusing. The first time I was like, oh no, you can't have it because he's had that, and
Yeah.
But huge learning experience, I'm absolutely sure. I think it's like anything of that magnitude. I think it just, you know, the first time's always going to be a bit.
Yeah.
You know, we learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Have you anything in the pipeline, Ian? Any projects coming up? Any plans? Obviously, you're in the process of doing your gecko enclosures. Is there anything else you want to? Any other spoilers you want to give away just now?
No, I mean, trying to get back and doing videos again is kind of what I'd like to do. Not been in the kind of like the right headspace to do it in the last couple of months, and just trying to, you know, I've got loads of ideas for different things, and it's just getting the enthusiasm to get up and actually do it. You know, it's with work being so busy, you know, private life, don't get a lot of time. You know, when I come in here, sometimes I just want to just like feed the spiders and, you know, not have to worry about filming or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to Al earlier, Al's Arachnids, because he's kind of taking a wee break, just sort of chilling out and that, and he was saying, you know, how difficult it can be sometimes, you know, when you've got other hobbies or other interests on the go, and then you've got family, you've got work, you've got downtime to just sort of like just chill out, basically. How difficult it can be sometimes trying to put a video together, and I took quite a break myself, and still trying to ease back into it. Because it does become, you know, I'll be the first person to throw suggestions to other people, but it can be so difficult, and especially when I changed jobs. So I went from working really long shifts, but 3 days a week, which gave me lots of free time to recover and film, to now working a full, you know, 5 days a week, from 7 till 4:45. Start 7 in the morning till 4:45 at night, Monday to Friday, which only really leaves the weekends because it's quite a physical manual job I do. So by the time I get in, I'm usually like, ugh. So yeah, sometimes just finding that enthusiasm and finding a subject matter as well is, you know, I've got all these ideas in my head of things I want to do, but sometimes it relies on whether the animals are hungry or, you know, you need them to kind of do what you're wanting them to do for the purpose of the video you have in mind. And it can be really awkward.
Yeah, I at the moment I'm working 6 days a week. You know, it's like I'm out of the house at, you know, 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't get back till 6 at night. You know, by the time I've like had my dinner, I've walked the dog, and spent a bit of time with the missus. That's the evening done, and then, you know, on a Saturday. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I find it the same. I mean, I've just switched jobs, and then went back to my. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, it just takes so much time to feel.
Yeah, but that's a really.
The American Werewolf in London, it's not even complete. I've been filming that for 3 weeks. You know what I mean? And you think, right, because you've got dry-in times or whatever, I only have probably an hour or 2 hours a week to do it a little bit. But you've got to compress all that into like 20 minutes. Or 50, you know, it's hard. and you think to yourself, well, you know, you got to put something out there each week, and I do try and put something out. I usually have backup videos that I'll put out or whatever, because
Yeah,
you know, otherwise I'm probably going to be releasing a video probably once a month.
Yeah. So like, yeah, in regards to like the YouTube side and everything, you know, can't remember last time I put a video out, but what I've been finding lately is I've been doing like a lot of TikTok videos, because you know it's like a quick, short 30-second clip, and you don't have to worry about editing it all together or anything like that. You just put, you know, I took a video of one of the spiders feeding, put a bit of music behind it, and you're done. You know, it's 5 minutes and it's loaded up already. And
but you can get them onto Instagram anyway, can't you?
Yeah,
I think everything's almost pretty much
well,
linked now.
Well,
yeah, I think everything's almost intertwined. I think if you like with Instagram, if you upload it to Instagram, it's uploaded to your Facebook because the same company now. But I just wanted to go, because Chris Young here has made an absolutely amazing point, and it's something that I completely understand. And it's, you don't want looking at it, you don't want your hobby to become a chore. You don't want it to become a second job, and that's very much what happened to me. I've spoken about this before, years back, when I had it was, and I know it doesn't sound like a huge number to some of you guys, but I think it was between 80 to 100 and odd tarantulas, which isn't a huge number in terms of the life I was leading at that time. It was a lot to look after, and it became mixed between the upkeep and trying to remember, you know, check water dishes, feed who fed last, who molted, when did it molt, is it due a feed, all that kind of stuff. Plus working a job, and I found there was a lot of stuff going on in Facebook at that time. There was like, and I needed to take a step back. I needed to get out of it, and I sold off pretty much. I think I kept 12 tarantulas out of the entire collection, and I needed to take that step back because I was starting to dislike my own hobby. I needed to take that step back, and slowly came back into it. And I think that's when I started getting interested in other things like scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, you know, snails, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's really important, is that if it starts to become a chore or feel that it's too much, then you maybe need to think about, you know, focusing your priorities, because you don't want the animals to suffer.
Exactly.
You don't want to start hating the hobby and then forgetting to feed or forgetting to fill up water dishes because you can't be bothered because you've had too busy a day. You know, I think we've all probably done it. We've spotted an empty water dish and gone, I'll do that in the morning. And then you know, you've been like, no, just do it now. You're passing, the water's right there, let's top it up. But it can get to that point where you're like,
you just throw your phone on the floor.
When you get to that point where you just want to throw your phone on the floor. It just fired off the thingamabobbity-dob. That was good. I don't know what kind of view you got there, but yeah, just that was my point made.
But that is it. I think a lot of people who are new into the hobby buy hundreds and hundreds of tarantulas and realise the amount of time it takes. With my lot, you're talking about on a Saturday morning, 5 to 6 hours to feed.
The feeding, and especially the other thing, I've tried to sort of bring this up in videos before, especially you probably notice it quite a lot as well with your display, Steve, is when you've got glass, especially if you've got kids, cats, dogs, anything that's going to stick its nose up against the enclosure, or even your hands, glass tends to get quite smudgy. With various, and when you've got a display like that, obviously for your own benefit and anybody looking at it, you kind of want it to look as nice as you possibly can. You don't want big muddy paw prints on it. So on top of the feeding, the removing uneaten food or bolus, filling up water dishes, making sure they're alive, you know, you've then got to mean the actual physical appearance. So you got, you know, cleaning the glass, and you know,
spiders inside pooing all over the glass.
Exactly, if you've got a lot of pokies, then that's
if you've got pokies or Avex do love to spray a bit of
I've got a lot of those as well,
So you've got all that goes into it, making sure if it's an animal that needs a higher level of hydration or humidity, making sure that the substrate is damp enough, but obviously not too damp. There's so many things, especially like the gigas. I noticed that they seem to thrive in almost not mud, but very, very damp substrate, as opposed to something like a GBB that really doesn't particularly like a lot of moisture. And when you've got a huge variety of things, what was that?
The green bulb blues are basically allergic to water, really.
Yeah.
I keep mine is, can you have the water dish? About it,
Get a sand spider, mate. You never have to.
Yeah.
Thing's never seen a drop of water in its life, and it's still alive.
That's one thing about the communals, like in regards to feeding, and just chuck a tub of. I've chucked a tub of hoppers in tonight, just and it's like just let them to it kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the
there we go, and that's another. If you're wanting to go down the sort of bioactive setup, you've then got to think about lighting for your plants. How do you keep the plants alive? What kind of plants are suitable? Mosses. What kind of mosses are going to thrive and be sustainable? People think it's literally a case of getting a glass or plastic box and putting a plant pot in and chucking a spider in. It'll be this happy little, very simplistic creature. But when you take into account the environment some of these animals come from, and you've got to try and replicate that in your home, it's not always as simple as you would like to think it is.
No, absolutely not. No. So I've got 2 bioactive enclosures. One's got my tea sturmy in it, and the other's got my crested gecko. But other than that, that the upkeep is quite difficult.
And then I've got you've got your financial. Not that feeders cost a lot, but when you've got a large collection, most places do offers on food. Mine's is 6 tubs for whatever it is, so you get your 6 tubs of food. But on the other side of that, if you've got somebody with a small, they've maybe only got 1 spider and an entire tub of feeders, most of it goes to waste. So there's always a financial cost. Lighting, if you're going to use lighting like Steve uses. Some people that live in particularly colder climates might want to use some sort of external heat. And Ian, you probably have an oil heater or something in your shed. Do you use it?
At the moment, I'm not using the oil heater. I've got heating cable literally going.
So that's
along all the walls. It's and the electric bill is it's not cheap.
No. So I mean, these are things that people don't necessarily think about when they look at your collection or collections in general. Again, they have these very sort of simplistic views of spiders, of these very simple animals that can thrive in any condition. Throw them in a box, give them food, and and they're happy. But it can be a lot more challenging.
I'm quite lucky where I work on a Saturday. I work in my local reptile shop, so I get a very good discount on
nice
feeders. So that did help. But I've just started. I had a colony of dubias, but I've just replenished it because I've literally
mine
them down. But I want to do the red runners next as well. So
I had red runners and they just stopped blooming breeding, so the colony end up getting devoured, especially with assassin bugs, because assassin bugs, absolutely love food. Steve will testify to this. I don't know, do you keep assassins, Ian?
I've got some P-Heridas. So
you'll know yourself. I mean, these guys love food. You can't seem to overfeed assassin bugs, because another one will appear from somewhere to take it if the one you're offering. They are absolutely insane. So
more I fed them, the more they breed.
The more food you need. So what would you like to add next, or not even next, but what do you think would be a great addition to the collection? Is there anything you feel you would love to have or love to add? Or
I want another blondie, tea blondie, but I had one and it was supposed to be female and it was male. I'll find one because I've got a sturmy. The big 3 spiders would be nice. I do like big bird eaters.
So you obviously you were cutting out there. I take it you're talking about the Theraphore, so you would like to add the Apophysis, Blonde Eye, and
Yeah. I kind of got that. Yeah, when I heard sort of like the big three, and that was
all I want is room somewhere. Ian, yourself? Is there anything you're thinking like I would quite fancy putting this into the collection? I mean, I'm not saying you have to rush out and buy it. I'm just saying, is there anything you think, you know what, I quite liked or like the idea of keeping?
I want to finish off getting all the pokies, definitely. You know, I kind of like got when I lost three big females, then that kind of put me back a bit. But I wouldn't mind just maybe getting a few of each of the slings that I'm missing. I have been more looking into getting a few more baboons really than what I've got. I've got the Balfouries, I've got the Harpatira Polgripes, I've got the H. gigas. What else have I got? I've got the P. muticus as well. So I've got no Ceratogyrus yet. So that's something that I would like to get. Maybe a few more of the Harpatirian species, maybe like species black or Catherine dictator. So they're a little bit easier to keep, especially I found a lot of the I've got a lot of Asian kind of like arboreal fossorials. I've got a lot of Flamingochilus. I've got some lot of Ornithoctonae and bits and pieces, and they require a little bit more hands-on care, and I find the baboons a little bit more easier and a bit more hardy.
Yeah, I'll be back in just a wee second if you guys want to.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so that's one or two things that I've been looking at really. So yeah.
What's your favourite pokey?
My favourite pokey, it's going to be probably one of the two subfuscas, so either the lowland or the highlands, both equally just nice. Yeah.
I've got a lowland here, and I think she's stunning.
Yeah, they are absolutely beautiful. Yeah. But I've got the striata female up here, and when she's molted, she's absolutely beautiful. Like the purples just like pop,
Yeah, well, I've obviously got the P. metallica.
Yeah.
Things Ornata. I've got a really big.
Yes.
But I think they're the biggest ones, Sadie, or Ornata.
Ornata,
yeah, huge.
Yeah, my mate Graham, he's got she's massive, absolutely huge, but she's like going on nearly 10 years old.
Yeah.
We rehoused her the other a couple of months ago, and I took some footage, and let's see if I can find some of the pictures on my phone. But she is absolutely beautiful. Doesn't look.
Right.
I don't know how well it's coming out, but yeah, she is absolutely stunning. She's like nearly 9 inches leg span, and we had a tape measure to prove that as well. It's like,
yes, I think that the one I've got up there, I think she's easy to
Yeah. She was 8 inches, and she wasn't totally like spread as well. So yeah, she was like got to be over 8.5. She is absolutely beautiful.
You all right, mate?
All right, you all right?
Back in the room.
Or eat.
Yeah. So what about yourself, Adam? Is there anything that you're looking to?
There's not. I mean,
you want that you haven't got, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've said a few times. The two, as I said earlier, I like obliterated my collection. Two biggest regrets that I kind of wish I'd kept were the Murinus, Ephnobopus murinus, the skeleton leg. I had two of them and pretty much gave them away for peanuts. And the Emerobustum, which I've seen.
I'm getting a couple of those. Yeah, Graham's bred some.
I can't remember. There was a website. It might have been Bugs UK. I can't remember. Somebody, or it might have been Spider Shop before they took the website down.
Yes, somebody. Got some, I believe that was on there. I'm sure they were on their list.
I think so. Yeah.
That they were adding. Yeah, but I know.
Yeah, I know I'd seen them somewhere.
Them, so I'm getting a couple of them.
Yeah, so that's my two that I kind of think, and I know Murinus are very much pet holes
Yeah.
But when they're out, when they when they come out, they're absolutely.
Yeah.
But then I was looking at.
I saw some at Seas in January. There, someone there had bred them, and he was selling a load. And I wish I picked some up now. Really.
Yeah, I was looking on Zoo Centre because I had to go through to pick up live food last weekend. I was looking on their list, but they've not actually updated their list properly since I think November or something. And they had the Ephthalmopus, the Blue Fang, your current it's
Cyagnathus or something like that.
Cyagnathus, yeah. But unfortunately, they don't actually have them anymore. But they were on the list, and I kind of was looking at them thinking, you know what, they're actually pretty beautiful looking.
Yeah.
Pretty beautiful looking spiders. But
if I saw one of those, I'd definitely pick one up. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why I've never picked one up before, but
I think it's one of those ones that's kind of overlooked. I think it's very much an overlooked.
Same as the Murinus as well. I've never kept one. And
the Murinus, they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. And I think they've both got very unique characteristics. The Murinus have the irrigated hairs on the front, which they can flick out, and the Murinus have those tibial hooks on the hind legs that they kind of use in a whipping motion. And I think just those totally unique characteristics I find quite fascinating. That they've evolved slightly differently from a lot of other species. I think that's what I quite like about them. So, absolutely amazing animals. So, one day I'll add them back in. But...
I mean, well, what have I got? So I've got, I think since the last video I've done, I've got nearly a whole load of more spiders and just haven't actually done any videos on picking them up or anything, and I've got other animals as well. I've got a couple of snakes that I haven't featured, and obviously the geckos as well. And it's like, hopefully one day that I'll just get up in the morning and just say, right, I'm gonna
today's the day.
Today.
Do you guys find, because I find this happens to me all the time, I think to myself, I'll do a feed-in montage. Mash up a feed-in. Oh yeah,
I know where this is going.
Yeah. And you feed those little fuckers and nobody takes anything. Or when they do, it's like the most shit grab you have ever seen.
Yeah.
When you do not have your camera going.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
the
like
worst one for that is my Avic here. She is an absolute when I'm not pointing a camera on her, she'll be like hanging off the tongs, like grabbing this and flinging arms everywhere. When I record her doing it, she's like the most gentlest like grab, and that's it. It's like
it's infuriating.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've fed, and I find it very much with the Huahini, especially the bigger one, more so than the wee one. I feed that without a camera on it, and it just is like ferocious. Stick a camera in there, and you're lucky if you see a bloody leg poke out. It's like, you bellied.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave up trying to do feeding videos. It's just like you have your camera set out on a Saturday morning, every single one of you, how many spiders you have, and you just get 3 or 4 rubbish, and you think, no, I'm not doing it anymore. That's it. I'm done. So now I do know which ones will give me a good clip because they always eat. So sometimes I'll do a clip of that just for Instagram or whatever. But apart from that, I don't bother filming any.
You'll have one that hasn't fed in 4 or 5 weeks, and you put food in, and it'll be like, what do you want me to do with that? But it's probably getting towards time that everybody's had enough of this. I caught Ian looking at his watch there. He's like, fucking hell.
I just had a notification come up on my phone. I was just reading it.
But it is getting towards that time. I as I say, I'm up at 5 to 6 in the morning, so need to think about getting dogs out and all that kind of stuff. So for those of you that have joined, I think everybody that's in the chat should probably know what's going on by now, but on the off chance that you're new to the chat, both these guys have been surprised with the fact that they will be receiving boxes tomorrow from our friends over at the Spider Shop. So there's Mitch, you plonker. You Brillo padded face dingleberry. So Mitch, what's happening is these two guys that are over here, they will receive a box tomorrow. Inside that box will be unlabeled mystery slings. What they have to do is identify the slings in their box, but also the slings in each other's boxes. They have to watch each other's videos to try and identify all of the slings gifted to these guys. So whoever has the least amount of correct, and if neither of you are correct at all, with we'll maybe just look at who has the most accurate. You maybe get the right genus or whatever, but we'll maybe have to go down that route. But whoever is the most useless will face a forfeit that is yet to be decided. So Mitch, if you have any ideas of what the forfeit might be, feel free to suggest it. Otherwise, we'll put it to a sort of video poll. Otherwise, I'll go to the people that have been a part of this gift, if you will, and see what they would like to be the punishment / forfeit. Obviously, shaving your head is not going to be one of them. We're not going to do that. I'll put that right out there. But yeah, that is it. So, and then on top of that, Mitchy Moo, if you watch their videos and you think I could correctly identify all of the above, there will be a chance for you to put in your offerings, and whoever is correct will win a prize, or closest to being correct will win a prize. So yeah, that is generally what has been happening here on the channel.
Looking forward to it. I really am.
Yeah.
Remember the Alamo. So you can have that one for free, mate. So what are you, the Flying Nun? Yeah, so that is that. Really looking forward to it myself. As I say, I now know the answers because they were sent to me today, so I know what's arriving tomorrow for you guys. And obviously, once you've got your videos done, please let me know. And once you have some guesses, obviously you'll have to let me know.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't work. It'll be a shit game. Obviously, this was inspired by Steve. He did this gift for me. I've just tweaked it a little bit to make it look like I'm not just ripped off his idea. Stay tuned for more rip-off shows. Yeah. Yeah. That is that. That is the game for you guys. Would you like to play a game? I kind of hoped Chris was just going to say, he mentioned he might be able to get his hands on a miniature tricycle. I just had images of like Chris. Just this corridor shot and Chris coming into view going, would you like to play a game? But not that that's how he speaks. But yeah, that was and then I messaged loads of people, be like, would you please be Jigsaw? And they were all like, no, I'm busy tonight. I'm having a wank. So unless anybody out there in the greater wide world has any questions for either of our guests, and thank you ever so much for joining us, guys. I know I kind of put you, it was very short notice, and I kind of put you on the pop on the spot, but I did obviously check with your other halves prior to this to make sure that you didn't have like a promise, or anything like that on the go. So yeah, you can go and let them know that they've been called out. Yeah, you know what I'm on about. But anyway, they made sure that you guys were going to be up for this. They made sure they kind of know what's going on. So thank you, of course, to them for replying to my messages. This strange bloke going like, would you mind telling me if they're going to be home tomorrow? Like, what is this window?
Luckily, she's off anyway at the moment. She had an hip operation a little while ago. So she's still
I've never heard of this guy before. He's asking if I'm going to be home tomorrow. Who is he? So yeah, obviously you know now you will be receiving boxes. Film your video. You can make suggestions within your video or not. That's entirely up to yourself, Ian. But either way, you will have to let me know what your choices, your decisions are. And once you've watched each other's videos again, you'll need to let me know what you think the other person has received, and then I will let you know how accurate or inaccurate you are and who is the wrongest.
Mm. Ooh, interesting. Let's do
Interesting.
this. Let's do
But-
this.
Yeah, but that's how much I love you two that I thought I'd try and humiliate you.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, you're welcome. What's a bit of humiliation amongst mates, eh? Exactly. But yeah, thank you for joining us here. If anybody has any questions, now is your chance to ask them because we're all going to go and I don't know, have a nighttime poop or something. I don't know what you do before bed. I don't really want to know. Dave's away to pop some grapes up his bum. Steve's away to Timotei his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I put a hair mask on before bed. Ian's got the flick down.
Yeah. Mine's not quite long enough.
Apparently, if Steve loses, he has to have gravy on his chips. Have you got some?
Yeah, this is just wrong.
Is this?
Who puts gravy on chips?
What's wrong with gravy on chips?
You can't do it.
It must be a northern thing.
Yeah, it's a northern thing.
There's nothing wrong with gravy on chips. You pair of fucking weirdos.
Yeah. No,
I bet you dip them in mayonnaise, don't you?
No.
No, yeah. With salt and vinegar, didn't you? Maybe a bit.
You can have gravy. What happens if you're having like sausage, chips, and peas with some gravy?
No, you don't have the gravy, do you? You just have a bit. Yeah.
Sausage, chips, and baked beans with sausage and chips.
Yeah. Baked
You might no.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking Gordon Ramsay? Shut your face. Exactly. Yeah. Look, Gav's getting your tit. Oh, bloody hell.
Curry sauce or ketchup on chips. Yeah, curry sauce. Yeah, I'm not a ketchup
Barbecue
lover.
sauce. Fuck off
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce for the win. Look, I can mute you two, so just fucking wind it in, all right? A bit gravy on the chips does you no harm, especially if it's nice thick gravy. If you go to that place that does that their chicken stuff, and we won't name them.
Ringalicken one.
With the Colonel's special sauce.
Yes, yeah.
Do you not dunk your chips in the gravy?
No,
No, I don't like the gravy.
You lunatics, you're madmen. You're the end of the world. You're the apocalypse waiting to bloody happen, you two.
No, you don't go now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have some chicken and chips. Oh yeah, give me a tub of that manky.
Well, you get the side. You get a portion, don't you? You get a side dish.
You get a side,
So
yeah. And a beans.
What
or
do you
sweet
get? The sweet corn. I'm getting the sweet corn.
Beans or the sweet
Corn
corn.
and
Baked
steak.
beans mainly. Baked beans mainly.
Not gravy.
Fucking lunatics. Absolute fucking weirdos. No better than dunking your chips in the gravy, especially if it's that nice thick gravy that you can scoop with the chips. Oh,
No.
I
bang it.
bet you're one of these types that like dips it in your milkshake as well.
No, I'm not one of those weirdos. Here, mate, behave yourself, eh? You had to fucking take it too far, didn't you?
Gravy. It's like I don't know what's worse.
Fucking try and teabag your own head or something. I mean, piss off. Steve, take that image right out of your head, you know. He's gonna need his bloody pantaloon things in a minute, his daddy diapers. We're right back to Dave's old wrinkly ball sack, just slapping off your forehead. Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
go to bed and think about that,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams.
I cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe that could be our forfeit: eating chips with gravy on them.
Eating chips with gravy, because the pair of you seem
Yeah.
averse to it for some reason. Plonkers, that's all I can say. But yeah, thank you to everybody that has joined the chat. I would imagine it goes without saying that you are, of course, subscribed to these guys, but on the off chance that there's somebody out there watching this video that is not subscribed to these guys, obviously Dingbat in the middle and Ian Tarantula. do, of course, go and subscribe to their channels. I can't quite remember the tarantula, tubulastic, testacular, twonks or
Testicular.
something. Homes, tarantula homes with decoration. Horror stuff. I get in the paper because I like horror movies. I'm just jealous, mate. I'm just jealous. It's all right. I admire your skill. It does take skill. I started one, and it's still sitting in the bedroom with the foam is shaped.
Yeah.
The shape is shaped, but I suddenly realised I have no paints.
No paint.
So I've got no paint. So it's just like I've done the ding. I did the thingy. I did that thingy. I've done that. It's been sealed, and then I realised I've no paint. No paint. I was going to use Wee Man's got paints.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know, are they safe to use?
Yeah, they should be good.
Acrylic paint's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kiddie paint.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll start mixing that together like old Tony Hart, and that's an age thing. Ian looks completely baffled as to who Tony Hart is. But I've got an extra tub in case it all goes horrendously wrong. Because I was thinking about just ripping it out and pretending it never happened.
It would, mate.
What?
You can't really go wrong with it. You can't go wrong.
Well, you've not seen it yet, have you?
Mate, you can't go wrong. Can't.
Well, you can.
What are you doing? Rock effect?
What?
What is it? Rock
No, it's. Come on.
What are you doing?
I've tried to be a bit more creative than a rock effect.
What are you doing?
I've done a unicorn with a dildo. If I scroll back, Dave will admit I'm this awkward in real life. Yeah, you'll see. If I ever finish it, you'll see. But I probably we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might. Yeah, it's Mount Rushmore with just my face, 4 of my faces. I'm actually tempted to rip it out and do something completely different with it, but I don't know. We'll see. I came up with this idea in my head, and when I did it in reality, it was stupid and pointless.
Yeah.
And
I've
I
kind
thought,
of done that with the gecko one. I'm thinking like I've bought a little pump and everything to build a waterfall, and I'm thinking I don't know if it's going to work. You know, I've never done anything like this in my life.
well, you know what? To try and create a background, this was instead of just spraying the foam in the back of the tank and carving it right. In my head, this made sense. I put cling film over the back of the tank, and I sprayed the foam and cut it to the shape of the tank once it had hardened, and then smoothed it off and lay it in like a background. Look at Steve's face. He's like, "What the fuck have you actually watched any of my videos?" But I wanted to try and do something different, you see. So I thought I would make a background to fit my tank, and I don't have wood.
Like how the polystyrene exoterror ones like are.
Basically, yeah.
I've got a bit of blinking polystyrene if you'd done that.
Look, just shut your face. Well, I used polystyrene. I put polystyrene onto that. I used that as a backing plate, and then because I cut a bit out and shaped it what I wanted and all that, and then I used the polystyrene to build forward.
All right.
You see.
All right. Okay.
Look, I was, and then what I did was I put weight on. I put the cling film and I sprayed it, and then I put another layer of cling film over the top, and then I put weight on it so it would like press out, so it would all be nice and even. And then peeled the cling film off, and I cut my shape, and I fitted it in, and it looked a fucking shithole. It was all fucking uneven and everything. But anyway, I tried, and that's the point. All right, I tried, and I tried to use my imagination. And then I grouted it, and I forgot that I've taken it too near the top, so there isn't like once the grout had hardened and all that, I could barely get the bloody lid on. But it's rock solid. Hey, you live and you learn. Anyway, you live and you learn. But anyway, I look forward to seeing what you guys have planned with your upcoming projects. should you film or not film. Ian, you were saying you were struggling with sort of trying to find motivation and such like. So, hope I haven't put you on the spot with this one, mate.
No, absolutely
But
no.
it
If
sort of
anything,
gives
it's probably given me the motivation to do some videos.
yeah, it kind of forces you into it. And
Start me into-
Steve, you're just Steve, and we love you, and you know, you're just Steve, aren't you? Steve, old Steve, Steve, giggly Steve. Right, guys, I'm gonna I'm gonna love you and leave you both, and I look forward to hearing from you once your boxes arrive and such like. It should be fun. Of course, this idea originated from Steve. I've nicked it, but if anybody else thinks this could be a battle of laughs, then obviously we would have absolutely no objection to you doing it with your friends. Stealing the idea, adapting the idea, having a bit of fun with it. And again, it's just about creating something a bit different, something to involve the community. And as I say, that's why I also want to open it up to the viewers with the option of winning something as well. Just try and get everybody involved, have a laugh, bit of enjoyment, and still make it about the hobby. So that was it for me. And the other people that have been involved in this, if they want to make themselves known, then by all means. I'm never quite sure if people want to be known who's joined in, who's contributed, that kind of thing. So if they want to say, I'm happy to be part of this, then that's for them to say. But until then, as far as I'm concerned, it's a community thing, and that's what it's all about for me. It's about just giving people a bit of a laugh, a bit of joy, a bit of something to look forward to. Just
I'm
enjoy.
sure obviously Steve will follow this, but yeah, just obviously you want to thank everybody that did.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
Yeah. Well, as I say, we all
challenge, and Steve, you're going down.
Hey, fighting duck. As I say, as soon as I spoke to people and told them who I wanted to bring in, like who I wanted to sort of surprise with this, obviously there was people on board immediately. I didn't even have to persuade. It was just like, yeah, I want to be part of this. So, thanks to those guys and girls that have been part of this. But that is it. As I say, if there's any questions for you guys, otherwise, oh, you absolute fucking knob! It's like, let's pick on the fucking Scottish prick before we all bugger off for the night. Tries to do something nice and becomes a ridicule. You fucking jokes. But we'll leave it with Gav's final thought there. You guys absolutely and most definitely deserve it. You are absolutely outstanding guys. Love the pair of you. And really wanted to do this for you guys. So look forward to seeing what you do with it. Have fun. And yeah, that is it. Thank you to everybody that's been involved. Thank you to you guys for joining us for this live stream. Hugely appreciated. But we are the three old amigos, and I think we're all about ready for our beds. Athos, Pathos, and Eramis, and all that. Thank you, and I think we shall say goodnight. If you guys have anything you want to add, now is your time. Otherwise, bugger off, and thank you.
After you, mate.
Yeah. So no, thanks for everybody, and I will get the video out for probably Saturday. Yeah, so cool. Saturday looks good. So
as I say, they should arrive. TSS,
yeah.
Spider Shop. I see absolutely no reason why there should be any problems, but should arrive with you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, if we work it out, maybe we could Saturday pretty much the same time. Or,
yeah, I mean, if you want
to
if you want to work that out amongst yourselves, but as I say, once you think maybe you will. Maybe you look at them and go, I know what that is. That's a Bob Geldof spider. That is. Once you know, send your guesses to me. I will keep a note of them, and then obviously watch each other's videos. Send your guesses to me, and then I will compile a video of. I don't know whether you want to send videos or just tell me through chat what you think they are, but I'll knock together some kind of video with your guesses. who's most rightest and wrongest, and then
I can send you like the clip of me guessing which ones.
Absolutely.
So,
Coolio.
We'll drop you a message, and we'll get it sorted out definitely.
So, gentlemen, the game is officially on.
It is.
And white men can't jump. Apparently.
Yeah, it's true in my car. Yeah.
The weight of Steve's head would prevent him jumping anywhere. Surprised he didn't have a wheelbarrow for that thing. Right, guys. Thank you ever so much. Again, I'm just reiterating myself. Thank you, and thank you a million times more to everybody that's been part of this. Thank you to you guys for accepting the challenge, and we'll look forward to seeing what we do with it. But yep, awesome sauce. You are amazing. You guys, love you both. Absolutely love you both, and that's why we're doing this. And the community loves you. And yeah, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.
Do the double hand Steve wave. Do the double hand Steve. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, mate.
Take care.
Go.
Take care, guys.
We're just waiting for you to go so we can slag you off, mate. You're like the guest at a party. We're all waiting to fuck off.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up. I love you. I love you more. I love you a million times more.
Miss you already.
Ian's got a lovely scrotum. Perineum. Perineum. That's perineum, not perm, Steve, before you get. Right, go away. Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
3, 2, 1. We're doing the countdown thing. Ian's gone. He's still there, but he's gone. Right, bye. Like one of them's just breathing heavily down the phone now. Darth Vader's just lurking. Hey, I'm your father. Bugger off. Right. Thank you, everybody. This has been absolutely friggin' awesome. Thank you to those guys. Thank you to you guys, and thank you to everybody involved. Please, obviously, do like, comment, share, and subscribe to them guys, to me guys, and to all the guys. Thank you ever so much. You guys are amazing. And good night. Have a good night. Look forward to seeing what they do with these videos. Night, peeps. And again, thank you to TSS.